welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Here to recap the Kentucky Wildcats beating the UCLA Bruins 86-75 in the 2017 March Madness Sweet 16 round. And really, I'm going to be focusing on like the NBA draft point of things here, because if you've been following my channel, and by the way, I'm a little sick tonight, so excuse that. But if you follow my channel, you know I'm a pretty big draft guy. I talk NFL draft and NBA draft whenever they come about. So this was a very big game in terms of the NBA draft, the 2017 NBA draft, as we have a bunch of NBA prospects in this game. And I have some opinions on these prospects that I want to share. And let's start with the biggest one, Lonzo Ball of UCLA. He's a star point guard. His daddy has been walking around talking to ESPN, yelling at Stephen A, yelling at Colin Cowherd, yelling at this guy, yelling at that guy. My players or my sons are the best. They're going to be the best players. They're better than Steph, LeBron, this and that. I would be Michael Jordan, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not going to worry about LeVar Ball too much when it comes to Lonzo Ball. I really don't care about Lonzo Ball's father. I know personally, me and my father don't have anything in common, so I'm not going to hold anything against Lonzo Ball there. Although it's going to suck when you draft Lonzo Ball and you don't play him initially or don't start him, and then you're going to hear from LeVar Ball. If you don't, play him 40 minutes a game, you're going to hear from LeVar Ball. If you lose games, you're going to hear from LeVar Ball. That will be annoying. But Lonzo Ball, I will view him as a prospect alone. And quite frankly, he's been overrated, severely overrated in my eyes lately. You're hearing about him possibly being the number one overall pick, and for a couple reasons. Number one, no one wants to sit down and watch Markelle Fultz. I don't know why no one wants to do this, but no one wants to. I heard Colin Cowherd say, oh, the Washington kid, he could be really good. What do you mean the Washington kid? His name is Markelle Fultz. You sit down and you watch him. He's great. Okay, the guy is so refined and so special at this point in his collegiate career, in his basketball career. It's ridiculous. No one wants to sit down and watch him. All they know is that, okay, he played for a Washington team that really wasn't very good. So because of that, we're going to say, okay, he's not good and forget about this guy. First of all, he's really good. And then second of all, a guy that's still in the tournament, Josh Jackson, he's really good as well. And with Lonzo Ball, here's the thing that I think everyone is missing, and I don't really understand why, because it's pretty obvious. Look, the guy is not a very good scorer at all, okay? He's never, okay, listen to me, he is never going to be a 20-plus point per game guy in the NBA. Now, it depends on how much that matters to you, because I do believe in Lonzo Ball, you could have a future Hall of Famer here. So let me be clear. But he's going to be a Steve Nash or John Stockton or Jason Kidd. In that, they will be great players. He will be a great player. And he could make all-stars to come. If you want to win a championship, third best player. If he's your second, you're not winning to me. First, definitely not. He needs to be your third best player. You need to have two other legitimate stars around him that he can keep distributing the ball to. Like, to me, ideally, you would pair him with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins, because the guy just does not have anything to his offensive arsenal in terms of scoring other than three things. Pull-up threes, okay? Drives that are not that great. So he drives the ball, he'll do layups using his length. He has very long arms, very good wingspan, and he'll use his length well, but his drives, his finishes aren't that creative. It's not like a Kyrie Irving where he just has these ridiculous finishes that you don't know how they go in. He's not very athletic like a John Wall to where he'll dunk it on you, Russ Westbrook, to where he'll dunk it on you and you don't know what happened because they were just so athletic and so incredible. His drives are just okay. Okay, so yeah, pull-up threes, drives, and then alley-oop dunks, okay? He's 6'6", point guard. He can get alley-oop dunks, and he gets probably like one a game, right, if you turn on the film. That's it. There's no mid-range game whatsoever. He doesn't take players off of the dribble. If he does, it's going to be for a step-back three or maybe a drive, and then that's it. Just the mid-range does not exist for this kid, and he can develop that over time. But we can't just assume he will. Okay, then you must assume that Malik Monk will develop his defensive game, and then we also must assume that this guy's going to do this and this guy's going to do that. We can't just assume with these prospects that everyone's going to complete their weaknesses. We need to just view them as what they are. And he's just not very refined offensively in terms of scoring the ball. And it's going to be a problem, especially when he goes up against tougher NBA defenses, okay, that can tell when he's going to shoot these threes, from his hip. And I don't care too much about his shooting motion. I think it's fine. But also when you look at his free throw percentage, it's not good. And this free throw percentage, I buy this so much now after looking at Brandon Ingram and his progression to the NBA and other players as well. Free throw percentage in college has been and is proving to be a very good indicator of three-point NBA success. Brandon Ingram was a guy that in the college game shot over 40% from three. You would think, okay, he's going to be a good three-point shooter in the NBA. Goes to the NBA having huge struggles. Why? If you go back and look at his free throw percentage, it really wasn't that good, and that indicated to you he really doesn't have a very good motion. He's not a very good shooter. It's all about free throw percentage, and Lonzo Ball doesn't have that. So he's going to struggle when he goes to the NBA, has to shoot NBA level threes. Every time I see him miss a three, it's always short. It's never long. Okay, so when you extend the length of these three-pointers, he's going to struggle with that. I know he can hit these longer three-point shots. I've seen him hit those. But there's going to be issues there. So, to me, Lonzo Ball, I think he's the third best prospect in this draft. Okay, let me be clear. Right now, I think that. I could change my mind. Jason Tatum and now De'Aaron Fox are, getting my eye a little bit. But right now, I think he's the third, but I think he's a little overrated. Now, let's talk about De'Aaron Fox. And I was really impressed with him today. 39 points for De'Aaron Fox. And again, I don't like him as much as Lonzo Ball, but I really liked what I saw today. And you're seeing first of all, with this guy, his upside is now trending up. Okay, you're seeing a nice upward trajectory here, while I think Lonzo Ball is pretty much gonna flatline. The thing is with De'Aaron Fox is, although yeah, 39 points today, I didn't see anything I did see some nice stuff. His finish is very good. Like, I can already see he's a better finisher than Lonzo Ball. Better, floaters. Didn't really show a mid-range or a three-point game, though, so I need to see him develop that. But I'm interested there. And defensively, his poise, his intensity, I like that as well. So I'm intrigued with De'Aaron Fox. I didn't think he was that good leading into this game, but today I was very impressed. I look at Malik Monk today for Kentucky as well. He played well. Obviously, the problems with him is his height. It's not there. Okay, he's 6'3". It's not great. But, man, the guy can score in bunches. And when you have that nice blend of shooting and athleticism, a guy that can really dunk it down when he has to, I like that blend. Defensively, though, he's not great. Has to improve there. And also needs to be more consistent. Because I was telling my friend, I was watching the game here, man, this guy is completely disengaged during the first half. Malik Monk was completely disengaged. He was not in the game at all. Then second half, he turns it on, and he was pretty much unstoppable, and he helped lead this team to victory, Kentucky, him and De'Aaron Fox. So I thought they were both incredible, and I'm really intrigued by Malik Monk at the next level as well. And this is going to be a great NBA draft. I'm very intrigued by all these guys. I do hate this guy. I hate Idris Adebayo. Bam Adebayo, I hate him. I think this guy stinks. Okay, I know this is just one game, but I haven't seen much from him other than this game. He just looks like a black hole. Okay, you throw the ball down to this guy in the post, it's not going to come out. Okay, unless it's coming out by the other team, because he just doesn't know what he's doing. He's so raw down there. He doesn't know what he's doing. How many turnovers have you had today? He had 2 turnovers down there today in the paint as a center for this basketball team, and I don't understand what he's doing. He's a clown to me. I don't get this Bam Adebayo. He just looks like such a marginal player, like a Reggie Evans at best. I don't like this Idris Bam Adebayo. I don't like this guy at all. And then this TJ Leaf. Last thing here for TJ Leaf and these NBA prospects. Then we'll go into the game a little bit more. TJ Leaf, he played well today. How many points did he end up with? Ended up with 17 points. But for some reason, when I'm watching him, he just really does not impress me. Nothing really stands out to me. It really does look like Lonzo Ball is really setting him up well. They have a nice rapport. I can see why he's projected to go late first round. I think that's where he deserves to go. I don't see much impressive from TJ Leaf, although I do like that he has range. Okay, he hit a three-pointer today. I was impressed by that. So I'm intrigued by TJ Leaf, but I understand why he's only late first. So in terms of the game, okay, when we look at the game, Kentucky, first of all, my bracket's pretty freaking good. Okay, and it's surprising because I don't know what I'm talking about as it pertains to college basketball. I had Kentucky winning this game. I had this matchup. I had Kentucky winning this game. I had Florida going to the Elite Eight. It appears as if right now, as I'm making this video, they're up by 8 with 3 minutes left. They're going to be going to the Elite Eight. So I knew this game was going to happen. I knew Kentucky was going to win this game. It doesn't surprise me at all. John Calipari has been under criticism lately. I don't understand why. Colin Cowherd was saying, oh, he only has one ring, one championship in like 8 years. That's good. Hello, that's good. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong because I don't know what I'm talking about. But Mike Krzyzewski has like maybe 2 rings in the last 10 years. Okay, like that's only 1 ring better to me. Let Calipari, give him 3 years, 3, 4, 5 years. He's gonna win another ring. It could be this year. It could be this very year. Calipari is a good head coach. He completely outcoached Bryce Alford today of UCLA. I think that's the head coach's name. It should be, is it Bryce or Steve? I want to say Bryce. It could be Steve. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about as it pertains to college basketball in terms of all these guys, but it should be Steve. I think it's Steve Alford. I think that's the head coach actually. So I'm intrigued by John Calipari's championship potential this year. I think they can get it done. I mean, I still have Kansas winning it all. I like that pick a lot. They're dominating everybody, okay? They dominated Purdue. They dominated Michigan State. They're dominating everybody. So I still like Kansas. I still like Josh Jackson. But Kentucky looked damn good today. I mean, they looked really good today. Kentucky did. My concerns for them moving forward is their big men stink. Okay, I mean, Adebayo, I don't think he's good at all. And Willis, I do like this guy as a stretch for it. You know, he hits some nice threes and whatnot, but they don't have much of a presence down low to me. I mean, Adebayo, he does set good screens, and he's a good rebounder, although he only had 4 rebounds today. But I don't know, man. This guy just did not impress me at all, this Adebayo. And they have a 6'3" small forward in Isaiah Briscoe. So, you know, if you can get these guys, if you can out-rebound these guys, they go up against Kansas to me. Josh Jackson, a 6'8" small guard, or shooting guard / small forward, you're going to have troubles. Kentucky will. To me, I think he's going to shut down Malik Monk. Okay, and I think they're going to have a lot of troubles and struggles there. So we're going to see what happens as it pertains to the Elite Eight, to the Final Four. But right now, remember, before my bracket, when I filled out my bracket, go back and watch the video. What was my Final Four? I had Duke, Arizona, both of them gone. But I had Kansas and Kentucky. I had Kansas winning it all. And my bracket looks pretty good right now. Of the Elite Eight, I had Florida, I had Kentucky, I had Kansas, I had Arizona, who's out, Duke, who's out, and someone else that I can't remember right now. So I think I have like 5 or 6 Elite Eight, and I'm pretty proud of that number. My percentile right now on ESPN is in the 80s, so I'm happy with my performance as it pertains to the bracket. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the Kentucky versus UCLA game, the college basketball game. Will I make another college basketball March Madness video? I probably will. Maybe for the Elite Eight, definitely for the Final Four, and definitely for the championship. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. And I'm out. Peace.